Peace, family. How you doing? Today's video is going to be about evolution and growth, okay? But not evolution as in convergence, divergence, and parallel evolution. That is, you could Google that, natural evolution and stuff like that between plants, animals, or cells, whatever. The type of evolution I like to touch on and growth is evolution of the mind and the spirit, okay, and growth as well. There might be some things that I might repeat from previous videos, but it's necessary in this video. All right. But disclaimer, I must say this, okay? I, for some strange reason, there are some people that feel like whenever I post a video, it's an attack to them, or I'm trying to, I have some devious or evil motive. If you really watch my videos and understand what I'm trying to do here, my videos is really for personal growth and how to grow with other people. And, whether if it's through depression, through love, through issues that, stumbling blocks and stuff like that. That's really my video. Now, the people that feel like I'm attacking them, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, it's because I think that they're the ones that are attacking me. And when they do that, then my spiritual team and the Most High step into play because for some strange reason, there are people out there that feel like they're in a war with me. No, I'm not in a war with anyone. I'm trying to help people grow. I'm trying to help people progress. Hold on, something pop up on my screen. Anyway, my videos is really for personal growth. It's to help people. It's not to bring people down. I apologize if maybe it's the words that I say or something or how I say it might trigger some folks or some people, but it's not meant for that purpose, really. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to say how I say it. I try not to be like too aggressive with my words. However, it's still gonna trigger some people. And some people still gonna feel some kind of way because they feel like maybe my tone was too high or it was too deep or it was too long. You can't please everybody. And there is always gonna have some people. And that's another thing about evolution and growth too. You can't please everyone. And there is always gonna be someone that have some problem that they project when it's a problem or issue within themselves. So they'll project that on you to make you feel like, oh, you're doing something wrong or you're doing it the wrong way. Maybe you're doing the right thing, but you're doing it the wrong way. And they want you to tailor fit it so they feel so good to themselves, regardless of how they feel about themselves. Deep inside that, a lot of people don't even admit. However, my videos is not an attack to anyone. I'm not in the game of attacking people or competing or anything. I am just literally doing my videos to help others grow, to progress, to move, to evolve mentally, spiritually, and I'll do more videos about physically, eating healthy. I did meditation, but that's kind of like spiritual. But eating healthy, exercise, stuff like that, I'll get into that too, and also intimacy, which involves a lot of physical involvement. Now, that's a disclaimer because there are some people that feel like, oh, every time I come on to say something, I'm directing it to them, I'm attacking them, and that is totally not true. That is totally not true. Okay, that is totally not true. My videos is not for that, and I'm not in that business. However, karma is becoming instant. There's something called instant karma. The moment you wish something and you send ill will or negativity to someone else, it's coming right back. It's not even going to wait. And if you don't believe me, try it out. It's going to come right back to you. Especially me, my soul family, soul tribe, and others that are just trying to, improve and grow themselves and their families and stuff like that. It's going to come back to you because there's something about a hard head makes a soft ass. You know what I mean? And there's some people that are so hard-headed. They feel like they should just keep on sending verbal attacks or spiritual attacks, and in some cases, physical attacks on people that are just trying to live their lives and do better. It's coming back to you right away. It's coming back. It's coming back. That's how it's going to be because you won't stop. Okay? So if you feel that feel offensive to you, then you know you're doing something wrong. If you're not doing nothing wrong, then you don't have nothing to worry about. You're good. And that's not coming from me either. That's just karma. That's just life. This is it's just a life circle. Whatever you put out is coming back to you. Don't there are people that are saying that I'm doing this and I'm sending. I'm not doing anything like that. I guarantee you. That's some BS that people make up to turn other people against people that are trying to do the right thing, not just me. There are other truth speakers, there are other people out there that's trying to help people. And what they do the slander and they trying to diminish their character and all that stuff. That's a game that these people play. And so they could feel like they on top or whatever. And I have no, what you call it, interest in people like that. My interest in helping people that wants to be helped, that listen to my messages. And if you don't like what I'm saying, or you're not into it, or you don't like my tone of my voice, or you don't like the way I look, or you just don't like me, period, that is not my problem. Okay. You can always not watch me. You don't have to slander me, but you can just not watch and live your life. Okay, so that's just a disclaimer because there's some people out there that is just spreading the wrong type of message. And don't listen to these folks. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be able to read energy and feel and see and feel when someone is being genuine, that just genuinely trying to help situations. And then you have some people that just feel like because you're helping situations and other people, it's an attack on them. It's because they're on some different things, and I'm not with that. You get me? I'm definitely not. My phone going off crazy today. I don't know why. It was okay a minute ago until I started recording. Anyway, let's get back to the video, which is evolution and growth, right? Evolution, and I'm basically speaking about the mind in this sense that not really speaking about evolution of nature and all that stuff, the convergence, the divergence, the parallel, the three types of evolution. I'm not talking about that type. I'm more speaking about mind and spirituality and stuff like that, and how you view things and what's going on around us. Now, sorry, my nose always get running. Drink a lot of coffee. Sorry. Anyway, so a good way to evolve mentally, right, is to always look at yourself. And like I said, there's some things that might sound like I'm repeating from other videos. It's because I am. Okay, it's because it's necessary. Now, a good way to evolve the mind, apart from learning and stuff like that, is learning from other experiences, right? That's learning. And also to always look at yourself in terms of how do you respond and react to emotions and other people, and you know things that are that stimulate your emotions and feelings in a negative and positive way, right? I would urge anyone, I don't tell people what to do. It's always a choice. You choose how you want to. It's free will. However, I would encourage people to, or you guys to, look within and look how you respond to triggers and things that affect you in a negative way. Positive way as well, but more negative because the negative side of it is what we all need to work on. I'm doing that myself. I'm going through that same process. Like no one is perfect. However, there's always room for growth and improvement. So we try to, if you're interested in in becoming a better individual, to becoming, the best version of yourself, then you always have to be in competition with yourself. And in competition with yourself is always try to be a better version than the person you were yesterday, the person you were last week, the person you were a year ago, right? Things that you were doing, or things that you respond to, or that triggers you in a negative way, always try to improve. And I'm not saying, when it comes to improvement and evolution, it's not a sudden thing. Even regular evolution and natural evolution is not sudden. It takes years, thousands of years, sometimes hundreds and thousands of years for evolution to take place, even among animals and plants and stuff like that. However, it's the same thing with us and our mind. We don't have hundreds and thousands of years, but we can evolve the mind really fast. The mind multitasks. The mind, it learns, and it's a receive and sending type of thing. It does both simultaneously, and that way we are able to function while evolving and while learning and while progressing. And if you're one of those people who want to, get into like a positive, like your environment, your happiness, and stuff like that, it all begins here, right? It's your perspective and how you look at things that trigger you, and how you look at things that affects you in a negative way. And when you change your perspective, it just simply means look at things from different angles. Sometimes you even have to put yourself in the other person's shoe to understand where they're coming from. And trust me, sometimes 9 out of 10 times, when you understand where someone else is coming from, you will understand, you will have a better feeling and a better awareness of how to deal with certain situation that arises, whether it's negative or positive. Understanding where someone else is coming from doesn't mean that where they're coming from is always right, but you understand that, oh, the person does this, for example, person does this because of jealousy. So now you understand why the person does that. Then what is this person jealous about? So now you know how to avoid situations, or simply talk to the person and reassure them and let them know that, look, XYZ, you're jealous of this and that, but really my intentions is not even like that. If it is, then it is. But if it's not, and you want to, to have a better relationship with your environment, people, places, and things, could be work environment, could be school, could be social groups, could be religious groups, or whatever. No matter where you are, and you want to have better relationship with others, you have to understand sometimes, because there's multiple. We all know there's a lot of different personalities and issues that people have. Sometimes people are just having a bad day at home. They come to work and they, they project that. Sometimes it's you yourself had a bad day. You're in a bad mood. Soon as you step through the door, you don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I understand. I've been there, done that. But now I'm evolving, and a lot of people can see my my progress and evolvement in real time. That's because I think, what I think, I've been through my spiritual awakening back. Wow. I've been through my spiritual awakening back in. I'm a little stuffy, guys, so my voice is a little off. I've been through my spiritual awakening back in 2016, right? And it was more personal and private, as it should be, right? Everything doesn't have to be publicly known and seen for people to see that you have changed. However, for some strange reason, something or someone or whoever, decided that kind of decided that, oh, this person claimed to be this, but we haven't seen anything physical, or they haven't seen the progress. So I guess maybe that's why I've been going through not the same situations, but a different form of evolution, which is a little bit more public now. You know what I mean? And it's okay because it pushes me also to to continue to evolve and to improve on myself physically, mentally, and spiritually. Right? I apologize, my nose. My nose was okay, but as soon as I turn the camera on, it starts running. Anyway, so evolution starts from within of the mind, spiritually. It starts from within. Everyone knows this. Therefore, it is always good to look within self. Always challenge yourself if you want to. Always challenge yourself to improve. If something triggers you a lot, or something that gets you agitated, right? Find out why it does, get to the root of the matter. Why does that trigger me? Right? And sometimes there's like a healing process that needs to be handled in that situation. Therefore, now you know, in order to solve a problem, you have to know what the problem is, right? So, a lot of us have problems and we can't solve them because we don't even know really what the root of that problem is. So it's getting to the root. So your foundation, your stability in terms of your understanding and what really triggers you, the root of the issue, is how you evolve. You have to find that root issue and evolve from it. And we are going through this process. Some people go through it unknowingly. Some people unknowingly, as they're sailing along life, they're learning and unknowingly making adjustments that sometimes is it for the betterment, for positive in a positive way. And some people they make adjustments in a negative way. But that's for the people who don't know the root of the issue. They're just sailing along life. It's always good to find the root problem, the root issue, right? And when you do that, if you want to self-improve and evolve and grow, you have to always get to that root issue. If it's a healing issue, you figure out ways of healing that issue and move forward. Therefore, that trigger, when if it comes around again in the future, it won't affect you in a negative way, right? Think of positive ways of transmuting triggers. So when, say, for example, and this is just example, guys, I don't know. Say someone, someone that always picking on you. And it's just an example. They always picking on you, maybe a bully at school, right? That person's a trigger. The moment you hear that person's name or you see that person, it triggers you. You get into a different kind of mood, right? In a negative way, because you already know the BS this person beyond, right? Now you have ways and of dealing with that situation where it doesn't trigger you anymore. And you can take a direct approach, or you can get other people involved to help you with the situation. Maybe a school teacher. Say, hey, well, if you speak to the bully face to face, the bully might want to fight you, right? Or beat you up or say some mean stuff, or however the bully is. But if you get someone else involved and not ignore the issue and keep going through the same triggers and going through the same process, you get someone of authorities for like your teacher, your school teacher, if it's a school situation, and you explain the situation, have that person there. It doesn't have to be with the parents. If you have to, then the parents. But it doesn't have to go that far. It could be simple as, look, you want to talk to that person directly. However, you need someone there to be a liaison to, watch over the conversation. And then you express to the person and find out what really is that person's issue. If you're the bully, well, You have to look within yourself to find out why are you picking on others? Is it something that you're lacking within that make you feel like you're big and tough and you should just run over this person or people? However you is like it's self-improvement. Why are you picking on others from the bully perspective? That's why I said look at things different angles, okay? So from the bully's perspective, why am I attacking people? Why I feel, oh, it's power, it's control. It feels good to be in power and control. But what you don't realize is that one day you're gonna meet somebody that will knock you off, you know, that power and control that you have. It's inevitable because no one likes bullies. You might like the fact that you are a bully, but no one likes you. Period. People pretend that they do because they don't want you to bully them, but no one likes you. So, if you want people to genuinely like you want to grow and improve, right? Then it takes some self work. You have to want to help others instead of bringing others down and bullying them and whatever from the bully perspective. Now, from the person being bullied, you might need some help. Get if it's a school situation, get a teacher, get someone, a guidance counselor, someone that's not going to attack the person, so to speak, but just be a sit-in to allow you and that person to have a conversation to let them know that look, I've tried this by myself to talk to you if you have, and you're not listening. So I have someone here that will get you to sit your butt down so you can listen and understand that what you're doing is not right. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. And, I want to move on with my life, being free and happy within my school situation and stuff, not worrying, looking over my back about this bully, you know? And sometimes it takes that for the bully to really look within themselves and be like, all right, well, if I continue to do this, I might be kicked out of the school because now everyone knows, including the proper people, what is going on in the situation. And and if it doesn't have to even get to that point, and you can actually speak to this bully or whatever, then if they're willing to, open up and talk about why they do things on a one-on-one basis, then that would be the best result. And then who knows, you guys might be best friends later. But anyway, so getting back to evolution and mental growth, right? It's always within how you perceive things, your mind, your mindset. Why people do what they do. You're not psychoanalyzing anyone. You're psychoanalyzing yourself. You cannot control what others do, but you can control your response and reaction and what you do. So it's always good to look within self. And you can always change your environment. Okay. So it is just like that. And self evolution and growth is always a reflection, always looking and always trying to evolve and get better. And there are rewards. Some people think that, okay, why should I even worry about self improvement? Why should I even care about stuff like that? Because you should care about stuff like that, not because not only that you're evolving and you're becoming a better person, you're attracting good, what you call it, incentives from the universe, from the environment around you. Because a lot of people think nothing, no one is watching and whatever they could be who they want in a negative way and do what they do. You're always being observed by someone, believe it or not. You always be, and people do notice. People notice your growth, and people. Yes, some strange reason my camera cut off, but I'm gonna just splice the video together. Anyway, people notice your growth, and people notice when you're not, you're not doing the things that you're affecting other people in a negative way. And usually, when people do that, is an issue they have within themselves, and they project. So they have a problem, but so they project that problem onto others in order to make themselves feel better, which is the opposite way of going about it. Actually, what you should do if you have an issue, right? Some people don't even know they have an issue. So when they do feel some type of way, they project. That's understandable. But a lot of times you need to look at yourself. Why am I projecting, or why am I doing this negative stuff, or do whatever? Why am I doing it though? Ask yourself the question, for people who catch on, because a lot of people, they don't. They just do it. They're totally clueless, right? They're totally clueless of their actions, and they don't think that there are any repercussions unless somebody literally just say, "Hey, what's up with you, bro or sis? What's going on with you? You good?" Then when someone comes to them like that, not only they feel offended, oh, why are you talking to me? But then they are forced now to look within themselves, because that question alone asks them to ask themselves, wait, why am I really doing being like this? That's for the people who don't know. Some people know what they're doing. Some people know that they're projecting. Some people know that and a part of the evolution and growth is, if you know this, you have to ask yourself the question, why are you doing it? How can I improve on that? How can I change things in a positive way? And there are a lot of good things that happen. The universe, the Most High, whoever you believe in, right? Rewards good activities, rewards good deeds, whether you believe it or not. What if you put good stuff out? Good stuff comes back, right? But it starts from within. It starts from evolution, starts from growth. We all have this duty as human beings, our spiritual beings living a human experience, to evolve. We all have this duty. We are all put here, right? Whether we know it or not, as this is boot camp, this is training grounds. This planet is boot camp. Everything within this planet is designed to train us for even when you pass on. Now, are you going to fail the training, or are you going to pass? Or do you want to even pass? Or you want to just keep doing the training over and over? This is boot camp for us, guys. We are put here to evolve and grow spiritually as well, especially spiritually, mentally, physically. Have a feel for what this life we're experiencing actually is. And as we go to our day-to-day lives, it is our duty. And again, it's your choice. If you want to grow and evolve in positive ways, or you want to stay stagnant or move backwards negatively. And that's the paradigm, that's the shift that's happening. We're not doing the negative projections anymore. We're not into that business anymore. The world is this realm, this earth is moving into her heart space. She's coming out of her root chakra and she's moving up. She's going back into her heart space where she belongs. This is a planet of love. It is. This is a planet where spiritual beings come to, not that they don't find love out there, but to experience love on a physical level, not only on a spiritual level. It's a duality to things, physical and spiritual. This is a planet of love. This is a planet of beauty and love. And this is the planet and realm where we should evolve as such. We should evolve. And if we're not evolving, we are staying stagnant or we are moving backwards, we have failed the mission doing that. It's time for us guys to, encourage each other. It's time to help each other. It's time to grow together. The envy and the jealousy and the greed, as I spoke about in my previous message, is not an attack to anyone. It's just more like a little wake up. Like, hey, time to get ready for school. Hey, time to get ready for work. It's a and it's not an attack. I'm trying to say a lot of my videos in the best way possible, actually. Sometimes I feel a little bit angry about certain situations that happen to me. And I want to, like, go out there and just say it 100%. But I think it's in the best interest of everyone for growth purposes. I tone it down to like 5%, and it's genuine. So it's not like I'm having any regrets what I'm doing. I feel good and I'm happy that, I'm here going through my experiences, in order to help others. And we all, should be helping each other. Even if you're just helping yourself, that's enough. Because by helping and working on yourself, growing and evolving in a positive way, you're innately expressing that out to the universe, to the planet, to this realm, to others around you in the environment. Positive. You're growing positive way. People gonna see how you treat them nice. People gonna see how you be respectful. People gonna see how you're genuinely happy within yourself. So it starts with the mind. It starts there. And the physical part of it, once you understand, these are chains. We're not enslaved physically anymore, right? We're mentally enslaved. And when I say enslaved, I'm not talking about there's an oppressor, like, oh, yeah, there's always things in place that will keep us in a certain vibration and mentally, right? However, our oppressor is actually us. It is us that is oppressing ourselves. It is us that are mentally enslaving ourselves because we refuse to break out of that mental enslavement. We refuse to upgrade our minds, our way of thinking, our thoughts, how we treat others, how we treat ourselves. Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. He didn't say emancipate, someone should emancipate us. He didn't say there was an oppressor there putting us in mental chains. And we're not in physical chains anymore. So people that still talking about slavery, leave that, let that go. We are here, we're free. Whatever happened in the past happened, and it happened in a way that is supposed to teach us for the future and teach us in the present. That was physical slavery. Then the mental slavery came along. Now the mental slavery is now us fighting ourselves to be free mentally. All that stuff about racism, all that stuff about different religious groups, and I don't like that religious person or that person because that person serve Allah or that person serve Jesus or that person serve Buddha or whatever. People are free to, as long as they're not doing, I could understand if they're doing negative stuff and hurting others, that's the different case, right? But if they're doing what they're doing and they're actually doing good for the community, for themselves, they're helping other people, and, look at the heart of people and stop judging. Stop judging what group they are part of. If they're not a part of your group, so what? Improve on your group. Be better in your group. So it's mental slavery, guys. It's growth. We need to break those chains. We're the ones holding ourselves back mentally. There's no chains on us now, but there are chains here. Make better choices, as our best choice you think possible, because sometimes we make choices not unknowingly, and we get into, some conundrum, they call it, I think, right? And that is okay. You can always fix it. You can always work on it. And that's probably a lesson you need to learn. So next time around, you won't make the same mistake. Or you even better, next time around, you can help someone else not to make that mistake. It's time to help each other. Evolution is here. Evolution has started since we left Pisces. Not that Pisces is a bad error, but how I explained the wavelength theory, right? When it comes to getting to the golden age, every for people who does zodiac signs and stuff like that, or ages in time, so to speak, right? Every low at the bottom of that curve, every sign has to experience that part. Every sign will be at that section, and every sign will experience, or zodiac or age will experience the golden age era. So this time might be Pisces, and we're going back up the ladder to the top, golden age, when people are spiritual and people are really loving each other, people really care for each other, people really build with each other, people, you know, genuinely, instead of all this conflict and fighting and competition in a negative way, and who wants to have control and who wants to be over other people, and so they could feed their ego. That's all ego right there. People who love too much control. Not saying you can't have control, but people who go excessively with it, that's just ego. That's lower self. There's nothing high. There's no higher. That's not their higher selves, because the higher selves know that we all are connected. We all wants to be in a situation where we are happy with each other and happy with ourselves, not controlling somebody else. Or some people like to be controlled, and that's okay, you know. However, it's all ego. Some people, oh, I'm the boss. I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. It's all ego. Straight, just straight ego, straight lower self. There's no way around it. Straight, as someone that's operating from that level, straight lower self, you could tell. Because people have operating from their higher selves, their higher spiritual selves. They don't do certain things. They don't act certain way. And even if they do, it's not like they do it intentional. And no one is perfect, however, right? So ambulance is passing, making a lot of noise. Oh, that's a fire truck. Anyway, evolution and growth, guys. You know, each one help one, each one teach one. Mindfulness matters. Love matters. Peace matters. Peace within yourself matters. Love within yourself matters. Once you conquer that, once you evolve inward, you will be able to better have peace and love for others. It starts within. Okay? Evolution and growth is here. And is not because I'm speaking about it, people think that, oh, they should come put attacks to me. No, look, I'm just relaying the message. Again, people look at things the wrong way. They think that I'm attacking them because I'm the one saying certain things. I'm not attacking any. I don't wish to either. I don't even care about that shit. I'm here to help others. As I help and evolve myself and grow within myself, I'm trying to do that for others too. And hopefully you wish for the same for yourselves. Okay? If the patient doesn't care the doctor, why should the doctor care? So if you don't care about yourself, then why should you want others to care about you? And it's just as simple as that. Okay? Love you guys. Love you so, family, so tribe. Be at peace with each other. All right. Peace. I'm out.